Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is for you to finish your year 2024 with reflections and gratitude. I want you to reflect on just remember really where you was back in January, you know? And for people that are actively pursuing goals and dreams, and doing that on a daily basis, for those people, when they reflect, they'll realize all the growth in all different areas of their lives. So I want you to reflect on the challenges that you overcome. I want you to reflect on, the new lessons that you have learned. I want you to learn to identify and reflect on your weaknesses as well as your strengths, as you went through this entire year, because soon enough, the year of transition, which is 2025, is almost here. So before you jump into New Year's, I really want you to take the remainder of the year to really reflect over your life, man, and really, heed the lessons that you've learned, and also look at the weaknesses or, the habits or the routines that you want to change going into this year, because it's critically important for you to reflect, people, because it's like you can't identify problems that you don't believe exist. You know what I'm saying? So you have to reflect and be always brutally honest with yourself, man, to really observe, how you've been, how you have been, and really look at, how you would like to be for 2025. Because in order to have a real transition, you have to know where you're coming from, and obviously you also must know where you're going. Like, what is the goal? What is the vision? What would you like to accomplish? So I want you to reflect on that, people, because again, the more you reflect, and reflection is nothing more than self-aware. And as you become more and more self-aware, obviously, is you're able to identify areas that you can improve on, and also areas that you're doing well in, so that way you can double down on those. So take the time to reflect, people. And also, man, if you ask me, one of the greatest portion of this right here is really using the rest of this year to really express your gratitude, man. Express your gratitude about all the things that is going on in your life, because even the things that seem bad is also good. But I want you to be grateful for many things. I want you to be grateful as you pray about, the challenges that you've overcome, because that's the beauty of life, man, is that life always will present you with challenges. And for those of you that have overcome a lot of major challenges, that's a blessing, man. Be grateful for that you was able to overcome those things, because as you were reflecting, you're taking the lessons from how you've overcome those challenges as you go into the new year of transition, where you'll be applying those principles. So definitely be grateful, man, for the challenges that you've overcome. I want you to be grateful also for the characteristics that you've built, because these are the foundations of life. I want you to be grateful for all the characteristics. Maybe you develop your work ethic, by being willing and able to work smarter and harder at the same time. I also want you to be grateful, man, for the characteristic of integrity, because if you ask me, that's one of the most important one, where you're developing the characteristics of always restoring integrity wherever it's lost. And that's a blessing to do that, people. Like, to be able to do that, you'll realize that you have a more happy life, a more peaceful life, a more exhilarating life, because restoring integrity is one of the major pillar, man, of the foundation that you're building your life on. So for those of you that have developed those, man, be grateful. And obviously anything I'm sharing with you, if you haven't developed these characteristics, then hey, that could be your transition going into 2025, where you're working on developing your characteristics. Also, people, be grateful if you have developed compassion and love for people, like genuinely caring for people, having a natural love and concern for people, and hoping and believing in it's in the best interests of others, of course, including yourself, and self-care. If you have developed yourself in the area of self-care where you really make sure you make time for yourself, that is a blessing, and it's something definitely to be grateful for. And again, if you haven't done all these characteristics, people, these are stuff that you will develop come next year. Let me touch on your routine. For those of you that have become self-aware to the point where you can identify the things you do on a daily basis, the actions that is, and being able to be like a surgeon to remove things that are not conducive to you accomplishing your goal, and for you to be able to add new things that will help you to transition and accomplish the goals you desire next year, then people, be grateful for that if you've developed a great routine. Because your routine ultimately becomes your habit, and that's how life become amazing, people, is when you do the things that are necessary as a reflex. You don't even have to think about it. And that's where the work comes in right now. If you haven't done that yet, is to really develop a routine that will guarantee give you the life you want. You know what I'm saying? And the powerful thing, people, is that you are in full control of this. I want you to be grateful, though. And you can be grateful in advance too, people. You don't have to thank God for things that after you receive it. Is that the powerful thing is that as you thank the God that's in you, man, for things that you have not yet done, then what happens is the means, ideas, the motivation, all those things will come to you to develop the things that you are already grateful for. So start thanking God in advance for the characteristics that He's building up inside of you. Thank Him in advance for the routines that's going to manifest the life you desire. It's like, I want you to be grateful in advance for the blessings that's about to pour over your life, people, But reflection and gratitude, that's what I want you to focus on for the next 5 days or 6 days that's in the rest of this year. Use that time, man, to really reflect over your life and really intentionally, diligently set yourself up to have one of the best years you have ever had coming. All I keep seeing in the spirit, people, is that 2025 is a year of transition for those that desire it. And I'm suggesting to you to get busy planning for that, people. Setting yourself up to win, man. Start doing the work now and planning the work that's necessary. That's going to help you to attain the things you desire and want for yourself. With that being said, people, that is indeed the entire message today. My declarations over your life, number 1, is that you are a millionaire. Number 2, you're married to the person of your dreams. Number 3, you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life, people. I pray, I pray that the Spirit of God that resides inside of you will continue to rise up inside of you, man. Continue to shape you and mold you to being the amazing human being that you're destined to be. I also pray, people, that you'll find your purpose in this world, man. I pray that you'll find your God-given purpose, what you're here to do on this planet Earth, With that being said, people, have a blessed day, and we'll talk tomorrow.